Breaking news. Following his impressive victories against Rhea Ripley, Bron Breakker, and other well-known figures, WWE superstar Dominik Mysterio decided to finally speak out, taking to social media. The Judgment Day actor has quickly risen to the status of most despised heel in the Stamford-based campaign, a household name in the realm of professional wrestling since his 2019 signing with Realm Wrestling Entertainment. Dirty Dom has done just that. He has won the North American Championship twice and the SmackDown Tag Team Championship in such a short time. The 27-year-old's performance both in and out of the ring has garnered a lot of admiration. A ranking of the best 30 wrestlers under the age of 30 was just unveiled by ESPN. Surprisingly, Dominik Mysterio has surpassed some well-known WWE superstars like Tiffany Stratton, Bron Breakker, Austin Theory, and Rhea Ripley to come out on top. Dirty Dom has broken his silence after being named ESPN's top 30 wrestlers under the age of 30 by using X, aka Twitter. Dominik tweeted a GIF from the film Nacho Libre, which starred the legendary Mexican actor Ramses Silver King. The Lucha Libre legend seemed to be referring to Mysterio himself, saying, "Ramses is the number one," is one of the most iconic lines in Nacho Libre. Dominik Mysterio is just one of many who utilize it to get pumped up. He tweeted about it above. Dominik Mysterio often pays gratitude to Mexican wrestling greats on social media, despite his tumultuous relationship with his father, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. A number of Lucha Libre icons were tattooed onto the Judgment Day actor's fingers not long ago. Some of the names include El Santo, Blue Demon, Mil Mascaras, Rayo de Jalisco, La Parca, Psychosis, Conan, and Villanos. There's a lot of hope that Dominik Mysterio may become a WWE World Champion. Dirty Dom's future plans are something to behold. Dominik Mysterio, who calls himself the Prince of Judgment Day, stunned the WWE Universe with a career-defining victory against a formidable group of wrestlers that included Rhea Ripley, Bron Breakker, and others. Dominik became an indelible part of WWE history when he became the last man remaining in the event, which was an elimination gauntlet meant to test every contestant to their limits. After everything had calmed down, Dominik broke his silence about his historic victory by sitting down for an exclusive interview. Dominik saw this as more than just another contest. On a personal level, his Judgment Day stablemates, notably the tall Rhea Ripley, who has an iron hold over the women's division, had been ignoring him for months. Then there was Bron Breakker, the unstoppable force from NXT, who seemed destined for the top spot on the main roster. The odds seemed daunting when you considered the lineup of experienced veterans and up-and-coming stars, all of whom aimed to bring Dominik down. "I've been doubted my whole career," Dominik said, his voice betraying a combination of stubbornness and lethargic fatigue. "Everyone thinks of me as the heir apparent, the one who follows in Rey Mysterio's footsteps. All my hard work and sacrifices go unnoticed. They were all wrong last night." As a whole, the contest was spectacular, with Dolph Ziggler's expertise giving him an early advantage. Dominik faced up against a revitalized Ziggler at the opening bell. On the other hand, Dominik used his wits and speed to foil Ziggler's plans and swiftly eliminated the veteran with a roll-up. The younger Mysterio's rising ring IQ was on full display in his strategic maneuver. When Bron Breakker barged into the ring, however, things really heated up. Dominik remained resolute, capitalizing on Breakker's environmental advantages, despite the latter's overwhelming physical power and blistering offensive. The match shifted in Dominik's favor when a perfectly executed DDT into the steel stairs gave him the most unlikely of eliminations. "No question about it. Bron is a beast," Dominik said. "However, here, planning plays a far larger role than brute force. I out-hot him because I knew I couldn't beat his intelligence. That is the essence of winning." The encounter between Dominik and Rhea Ripley was the match's most dramatic moment. Since Dominik's shocking heel flip and entry into Judgment Day, the two have become friends, accomplices, and confidants. However, affiliations were meaningless in this contest. Standing face to face, the tension between Rhea and Dominik was obvious, and the audience observed in startled silence. "We're like family to me," Dominic said. "We've gone through a lot as a couple, but I understood at that very second what I needed to do. I couldn't respect myself or her if I didn't provide it my best, and she wouldn't either." The conflict was devastating and violent. Dominic showed incredible determination in the face of Rhea's savage attack, but the latter was able to evade her riptide, finishing with a 619 of his own, and then land a devastating frog splash. This pinfall was a watershed point in Dominic's career, and it was bittersweet. The WWE Universe went into a frenzy of yells and boos as the final bell sounded, and Dominic stood triumphant. The boos that trailed after him like a haughty heel now carried an undercurrent of resentful admiration. With his arms held high and a look of victory and validation on his face, Dominic took it all in. In his statement to the WWE Universe, Dominic remarked, "I've been called a lot of things: a coward, a traitor, a paper champion, but I proved to the world last night that my words aren't enough. In addition to being the company's future, I am a warrior and survivor." This win really cemented Dominic's status as a top-tier superstar. The path ahead, however, is anything from smooth. New and old competitors alike are anxious to depose him from his perch after his victory. Even though he is still officially a part of Judgment Day, his future with the group is uncertain. "Judgment Day is going to happen sooner rather than later," Dominic pushed. "No family is perfect, and that includes ours. I didn't want to break us up last night. I just wanted to prove myself. We become even more dangerous as a result of this." Dominic wasn't coy about mentioning names when questioned about possible opponents. "Bring it on. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, my dad, or anybody who wants to step up. I'm prepared." Dominic couldn't help but think of his famed father, Rey Mysterio, as he pondered his path. Their troubled relationship has been central to Dominic's WWE narrative, but last night's victory seemed like a watershed moment. "What my dad has done for this business is something I will always respect," Dominic said. "But at this point in time, I am forging my own legacy. Dominik Mysterio here, and I'm not even Rey Mysterio's son." Nobody can forget Dominic's triumph. It was a watershed event in WWE's recent past. It's proof that he can surprise people and develop as a performer. Dominik Mysterio is no longer a minor character in WWE's overarching storyline, regardless of how you feel about him. He's the main attraction, and he's prepared to conquer the globe. This is only the beginning, Dominic told his admirers as the interview came to a close. "Nothing has happened yet that you've seen.